make your hands into a light fist and just let it hold. It's kind of like not a clenched fist, but a firm and relaxed fist. Just like you got like a little steering wheel in front of your belly button here. And we're gonna do some Nei Gong, which are energy practices to cultivate internal heat and vitality. So this one, you just stir your waist in a circle. So it's almost like a hula hoop motion. So you're moving your whole pelvis and your hips in a circle. And you're just stirring this lower dantian. Good, just stirring. So in a lot of the stories and the traditions in Qigong, which are rooted in Asian history and Asian culture, in China and Korea later, and Japan, and spreading all over, there's a lot of stories about creating medicine. And and they'd say like you take some ginger root and you would boil it or simmer it for 40 days and 40 nights. Or you would make a concoction and you would stir it for 40 days or for 49 days or some really long amount of time. And there's that idea of this cultivation that as you do something very simple for a long period of time, you can transform it. So Nei Gong is like that. It's these processes that are very simple, but over time it creates this transformation. It's like how cream turns into whipped cream as you just stir it enough. Now go backward the other direction and just circle the waist. Your hips you're sunken down just a little bit as you do it. Just rotate. The upper body doesn't really move. It's all in the waist. So just imagine you've got a spoon and you're whipping cream. And little by little, you're transforming it. It can be a little tedious. It can be a little achy. But over time, the transformation will happen. You'll start to generate some digestive fire, some heat in your belly. These roots will start to regenerate. Check that your shoulders are relaxed. All right, now pause there. Take a moment, take a breath. See if you're feeling some changes yet. Okay, and now the next one is a little bit trickier, I think. You're going to hold the same position, but now your pelvic bowl is going to spin and spiral. And it's like a ball bearing rotating around. So it's more like the hula rather than a hula hoop. So the pelvis is no longer moving in a circle, it's revolving right where it is. I like to think of it like you have a pencil on your tailbone and you're drawing a circle. And you're activating these tiny little hip rotators, tiny little muscles, and a huge vast network of nerves, meridians, lymphatic systems, and energy systems there. If you've ever seen how mochi gets made, that sweet sticky rice dessert, traditionally they would have a bunch of rice in a big pile and two guys would pound it alternately with these huge hammers for hours and hours, and they would coordinate it, and then some guy would throw water on it in the middle and he would miss it. You know, he would try not to get his hands smashed. This incredible dance of creating mochi. So you're doing that in your body. You're transforming rice into this sticky, gelatinous substance. The Gong, Qigong, Nei Gong. Gong is cultivation, also work. It's the transformative effect of changing energy and moving it. Stirring the pelvis, activating. Now go back the other direction. At first this can feel really stiff and robotic, but eventually you'll actually feel your pelvis open, and there's a lot of space in there for your sacroiliac joints. Once there's more ability to move, there's more ability to create energy. It's like when a lever can move further, it creates more power, right? So as your body opens up, you actually get more out of these movements too. Every little bit helps, so even if you feel like a chunk of wood, soften it up, sand it down, little by little. Reinvigorating this vital energy in your pelvis, this creative power. Let those little aches and pains just melt away little by little. Good. All right, slowly stop.